Hey guys, hope you're having a wonderful day. It's an exciting day at Dive Bomb Studios because in here there's a new bass guitar. So I've been creating so much music lately at Soundstripe, I really wanted to up my bass game. So I went ahead and asked around for recommendations with my bass player friends. So shout out to Ken Reed, nominated for Bassist of the Year in the 2019 Grizzly Awards, by the way. Recommended the Sire Marcus Miller series bass. There's a picture of him right there. If you don't know who Marcus Miller is, neither do I, so don't feel bad, okay? But yeah, Sire Bass is the company. So this is the latest edition of the V7 5-string jazz bass. So visually, it's gonna look a lot like a Fender. Super protective casing right there. And apparently what these guys are doing is making affordable bass guitars at a super high level to really change the game for what you can get into as a young bassist. So I'm definitely about supporting that. And honestly, all the videos I watched, the tone comparisons have this thing really on par with super expensive instruments, so I'm very excited to check it out. There we are. Pretty decent weight, a little bit neck heavy, but it's to be expected. What I really liked about the specs on this bass is they've got sort of a beefier bridge than a lot of stuff in this price range, and it's got an active EQ that I'm gonna have to really learn all about. But you've got lots of tone shaping options built into this bass, so you don't have to do so much work in post. There's a great satin finish on the neck, and I can already feel the awesomeness here with it has these rounded edges. So it's like already comfortable. It doesn't have a sharp edge on the neck. Super sweet. And the battery port is even made of wood on here, so they're really going the extra mile. This is the white blonde finish. It's like a little bit see-through. The only thing I don't like is the pick guard. There wasn't an option for black, but I'm going to be changing that soon. And Jason Wilkes, you're going to love that little bucktooth tuner, I know it. All right, let's see how it sounds. All right, so I just started messing around with it and sort of figuring out what we've got on board here, which you could always read the manual, but it's so boring. So this is the Kemper with the tight and bright wheeled Putney bass profile, which is made from an SVT classic from 1969. I'm sure you wanted to know all that. Just a nice, like, throaty, clean tone. So it sounds like we've got volume here, and then sort of an overall tone shaping attached to this knob on the bass. Not the bass guitar, the bass of this knob. And then pickup selection, so just between these two. Sorry, not a real bassist, obviously. But I like most of the time to share these in the middle. Maybe a little more towards the front. And then there's highs, mids, and lows built into this, along with the active and passive switch for the pickups, I believe. 2 batteries go in the back there. So you can add quite a bit of punch with just the onboard EQ here. Lows out, lows maxed, middle. Highs gone. Highs maxed. little notch in the center, so you can always find that quick. Very cool. Love how it feels. The neck is amazing. Again, that rolled edge is super comfy. Satin finish is killer. There's a vintage style version of this with a different bridge and a gloss neck, so it feels more like an actual 70s J bass. But overall, very intuitive right off the bat. Can't wait to start messing with it and use it on some recordings, so I'm going to get to it. But don't sleep on these if you're looking for a bass. It's the Sire Marcus Miller series. Might even have to learn some actual bass lines. So I started messing around with some fuzz tone. This is the Quantum Mystic Kemper profile from the Will Putney pack. No idea what's going on there, but it's still that SVT just with some fuzz. Super thick. So props to the people at Sire, because this is right out of the box. The setup feels great. Nice and slick. Tuning is holding up good. The strings are the right gauge. They're not like dumb little, you know, store strings is what I call those. They're very like stable for everything. Just tune B to B like normal. Gonna have some fun.